Around 9 to 10 months old, he wasn't startling to any sounds, and he wasn't babbling, and if he did, it wasn't normal babbling, I guess, compared to our older son that we had. So probably around that time we realized that something was a little off for him.
You know, for the longest time we didn't know if he was hard of hearing. He, passed a few tests, failed a few tests, so we really weren't sure where he was.
Well, my biggest concern was for his safety. I didn't want him to not be able to hear sounds he needed to hear, or to be able to communicate his needs to somebody. And a lot of times when we did evaluations and stuff for him, there was a lot of talk between actually having a hearing loss and then also being autistic, because a lot of the red flags for autism go hand in hand with hearing loss.
Okay. Okay. Sam, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think, buddy? Can you hear me good?
Loud.
Is it loud?
Yeah.
He can hear so many things. His voice changed. He would be so surprised at so many things, just hearing it, I guess, that he didn't hear before, associating a sound with an object. That was really fun.
Once he got his hearing aids, his speech came along pretty quickly, and it seemed like this past year it's came a long, long way.
Good, go, Samuel, go! Oh my gosh. Hurry!
So the hardest part with Samuel's hearing loss is that he has auditory neuropathy. So number one, is not very common, and number two, it causes a fluctuating hearing loss. So he could be hearing really well one day and then the next day not hearing much at all. And the first time we tested him, he had more of a mild, closer to normal hearing. And the second time we tested him, he had a more severe hearing loss in both ears. And so trying to fit a hearing aid with those fluctuations can be very difficult, because you have to know what is he hearing each day. We've been able to teach his family and his parents how to change programs on his hearing aids to match if he's having a good hearing day versus if he's having a bad hearing day. And they, work with him every single day, and without that, he really probably wouldn't be as successful as he is right now.
We actually, he came in for an evaluation a couple weeks ago with the speech therapist here, and he qualifies, and now we're just waiting for a date to start doing speech therapy here, and he already does speech at school. He has a really great team kind of around him, but we will take pretty much whatever is offered to him. We don't think that there's too much help, so we take all the things, and West Texas Rehab has been really helpful with offering us a lot of things. Initially going into something like this, it's scary, and you're hoping that your kid's gonna be treated like a person and not just someone that's coming through with a problem. And I felt like immediately we were treated like he was the only one that was here going through testing, and even when he even just comes in for an ear change or a checkup, he knows everybody, he recognizes everyone, and he loves it here. And there's not a lot of experiences with his ears that he enjoys. We have to clean him out a lot and check him, and he doesn't like it, but he never does that here. He's just happy to visit with everybody. So I feel like they've been extra great with making him a priority and making us feel like he's a priority.
Really, I feel like he'll hit every milestone throughout his life that any kid with no disabilities would have.